Hey there, it's Jen. I am super glad you're here. This is Every Kind of I Do. And it's basically about weirdo love stories, couples who do their own thing, their own ways, and the moments I get to photograph. It's for anyone planning something meaningful or working in this wedding pro world. And this is your space to do things differently. And so thanks for joining me today. I am running into this next episode. This is one of my favorite weddings to talk about. But again, I can only pull so many details out of this wedding stuff that I'm taking you through. But this is real wedding talk with me. It's weddings that I have lived and breathed and watched my couples do their thing, and it's so inspiring that I felt like I really needed to share. So I'm going to take you into Seattle today. Yes, I do destination weddings, what I consider a destination outside of my home state. And this wedding was nothing short of all the things. And actually, today I'm wearing sort of a Christmassy shirt, even though it is a holiday themed wedding with no particular holiday that is highlighted. But I'm kind of wearing this green tone shirt to kind of like go back into the holiday season so we can like be there together for a second. I know that we're sort of still in winter when I'm recording this. So here's the thing, y'all. I want to show you what happened at this wedding. I'll highlight a few things, and this is for everybody planning their events. Like, is there something that you could get out of this episode? Absolutely. So, does it always rain in Seattle? Well, I think a lot of my friends would tell you, yeah, like quite a bit. So I want to get into it. What does a rainy day wedding look like in Seattle at a pub? First of all, the pub is going to be called the Herb and Bitter. So I have recently become Instagram friends with the Herb and Bitter Public House, and I'm super excited to tell you about this space, exactly what in the images that I took here of this wedding. So what I want to show you is this bouquet. Now, this was a mishmash of wildflowers that were in season-esque, but they were also putting it together at the last minute. So there's a lot of different things happening in this bouquet. And when it all came together, though, you'll see that it made the most sense for their day. And why sometimes you don't need to go super literal with holiday color tones, but maybe just go with the season that you're in. So you'll see I put the bouquet on this table to kind of show you the scape of what the Urban Bitter has in their space with the awning and this beautiful natural lighting coming in. So what we ended up doing, or actually what the venue ended up doing, was using trees they already had there on site as kind of like the framework of our own little forest in the back area here of these trees kind of like breaking up the neutral wall at the back, but also you're going to see this deep, rich wood textured table that kind of resonates with many different kind of pubs and bars and restaurants, right? There's big cushy seats. There is this nice long tablescape that is set up as a high top here. And what I love about it is just it's very nature-esque. It's very organic feeling. It's not over the top in color tones. It very much resonates with the season. So I love that they did this. And this is just one of a couple of photos I wanted to show you from this wedding. So let me go over here to this next thing. So as you can see, the back, we'll call it the back patio of this restaurant pub, the Urban Bitter, has a beautiful, it can be covered, I think it's covered and uncovered, depending on the weather. This big patio area that they turned into this space where you could have a wedding. Like there's a lot of people here at this little wedding. And we kind of sort of made like a little aisle here that was big enough to let her dress come flowing down the aisle. As you can see, she has this big, wonderful gown on that is floofy at the bottom and has this lovely, lovely sleeves on the top. And then Jay is also wearing a beautiful suit with the same types of flowers that she was walking with that I showed you in the previous photograph. But here again, I want you to take a look at this back wall, okay? The venue had all of these plants. We lined them all up. They made a nice little army of trees. It really makes the space feel like you're outdoors and indoors at the same time. I really like it. I loved the natural lighting. This is in the middle of the day and it is raining at this wedding. It is literally raining in Seattle at this wedding and you're indoors. It's hilariously awesome. Um, you can see all of the high top chairs and the low table chairs in this shot because they had set it up for quite a few people. So there's a mixture of tables and chairs in this space. And you can't see it in this photo, but off to the left in this photo, they had already started setting up a nice buffet of food that was going to be served later in the day. And then also, everybody was enjoying the bar tap. There was a lot of different people, and there was a lot of different things going in to the drinks and the food that I didn't even get to in this episode. But what I need you to note is also that these two set up games up inside the pub. They set up some favors. Actually, it's a different kind of a favor. It wasn't a favor that you took home necessarily. It was a favor that they made into a Christmas ornament for their tree. So you would take little scoops of glass of, I think there was at least 5 to 6 different colors. Again, this is from my perspective as their photographer and just trying to remember all these beautiful details. But they had a glass ornament made out of the love and things that people put into a little ball, a bowl or a glass jar. So it could all be melted together and make an amazing ornament. I mean, how much more holiday season can you get than that, right? Like I had never seen that before, and I think it's amazing. So again, this is the urban bitter. This is one way they used the space at this wedding. I loved it. And this is kind of like, I wanted to zoom in a little bit on they built it on site the day of this lovely, lovely archway. Okay. So this has a mixture of real greenery on it and berries. You can barely see a couple of the berries. There's actually one right above Sarah's head there. But it's like a way that you can express the color tones. Again, mimicking what we saw in the wedding bouquet, but this very subtle expression of nature and seasons and holidays in this very simple and raw archway. And yes, this is real wood. I saw them put it together, meaning they assembled it on site and they put it all together there. So I love the fact that the family and friends pitched in to not only help put some of this together, but then the venue came in with the food and the things that came together for the experiential aspect of it. And this was just a very nice, cozy, warm space because it was in the winter time in Seattle. And the great thing about this wedding is also we did a pre-wedding photo shoot like 2 days before the wedding. So there was different outfits that Sarah was trying on. There was a different landscape we were looking at the lighthouse. And so this wedding gave me everything thrilling as a photographer. I got to do a personal photo shoot with just them, a first look. And then had a whole day designated to games and fun and all different kinds of things where people could just sit and have fun together. And then also the wedding was the next day after that. So they had this really long weekend experience set up perfectly for all of us to enjoy. So this is kind of where I leave you today. Is this amazing Seattle wedding? Yes, it was raining. Yes, it was cold. But I can tell you that at the Urban Bitter, everything was warm and lovely. And there was tears and there was love. And that's everything I want to see for these lovely wedding days. So thank you for coming in and thank you for listening. And here's a reminder that there's no right way to do an I do. Just get out there and do the do. This is Jen with Every Kind of I Do, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. I love it.